Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 192 of the Red Force podcast. My name's Ed Tolado, joining me today, Christian Tolado.
Another week without a chapter.
We're dying.
Is the suffering
Listen,
almost over?
the pain is the pain.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
Alright? Oda, not necessarily Oda's fault,
Yeah.
but I anticipate a chapter and then a break from Oda's part, which, we're dying out here.
That's what happens.
This has to be one of the lowest chapter counts of any year. By now, it has to be.
Yeah, probably.
Probably including the month Oda had off.
Yeah, the time skip.
The brutality this year.
It's hard, man. Fucking.
Wano kind of this year.
There's
It's
no
impossible.
chance.
And Oda's talking about 5 years. Still possible that Akagami makes his move though this year.
He says he makes his move, Eric. Now, what does that mean? We'll find out.
Now, could he make his move in Oda's mind off panel? Maybe that's what Oda means.
He's making a move.
Yeah.
Maybe he's already made his move, Eric.
Well, Oda keeps on dropping the Akagami in every fucking thing in Wano, so maybe we'll see him.
He's setting him up. Anyway. Now, Eric gets on my case about the bike.
Yeah.
So I'm literally locking my arm in.
Good.
Alright?
Not gonna have any nonsense.
We're going to focus on the bike. We're going to focus on the audio quality.
None of this.
Alright, he's trying to contain the energy. Alright,
I can see you rattled.
He doesn't want...
This is why you're not the host, because you're easily rattled.
Well, I gotta put in the energy.
Yeah, you're the color commentator.
I'm
That is your role. People understand the dynamic of the show, Christian.
Sure.
I'm the straight man. I keep the ship aboard. You're the color man.
But I don't know how you keep the ship aboard when I write the notes for the show.
I tell you what's going on. I drive the ship.
Alright.
You don't understand subtleties, Christian. That's your problem.
The subtleties.
Yes.
Alright, well, there you
Now
go.
we got the subtleties of writing and topic of the show.
Sure. Is this show just gonna become
Will I just scream about Toriyama?
We all know you are.
Listen, people in disrespect. Alright?
People be disrespecting Toriyama.
Maybe we'll get into why.
Sure.
I'm sure there's questions about Supra.
Yeah.
And he's an old man now. Get off his case.
Also, he's not actually writing it or drawing
He
it.
is very wealthy as well.
There's no chance he's writing it. You just kind of give him notes.
He's a sketch.
Yeah, and he kind of doesn't give a fuck.
He's done it. He's done it all. What's there to be done?
Wasn't the Frieza saga supposed to be the last saga?
Anyway. We'll get into
Dragon Ball was supposed to end multiple times. And they kept on throwing him the bag. They kept on throwing him the bag.
Dragon Ball's what happens when you don't have any idea where you're going and you just go off pure
hype.
Pure instinct. There's no planning whatsoever.
Well, that's why we get the Boo saga, Eric.
You keep on talking about the Boo Saga like it's bad.
And late stage
Anyway,
saga.
we're here to talk about Dragon Ball first chapter today.
We are.
Comedy, adventure.
Sure.
We'll talk about the paneling. We'll talk about the action.
paneling. The paneling is.
We're bringing it back.
I mean, we're always talking about the paneling.
Correct.
But Eric,
We talked about it a lot in the Katakuri fight.
we did.
And how Oda's very good. And you got people out there who are blind that say they can't read the Katakuri fight. Bad choreography.
I mean, people still say Robert has haki.
So saying Law put Haki on those rocks. And these people make videos, Christian.
So people are making money off this.
That's crazy.
Not a lot of money, but they're making money.
Some money.
Some money. Anyway, speaking of not making any money, Eric,
Yes.
subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. We're close to 4K. Then what does 4K get us? Absolutely nothing. It's just a nice number. But anyway. Also speaking of no money, show us all new chapters out.
Yes.
Go read that.
One day
enjoy
he'll
that.
make money off it. Christian, dreams never die.
Dreams Never Die. Go read it. New cover for the new arc. Did the new arc start many months ago?
Now, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
You have the end in mind.
Sure.
This is a saga.
Yeah.
How many years?
For this saga, what are we talking
So how many
about?
years for Shadow Soul, Christian? Oda loves to just throw out numbers, so it doesn't really matter.
It's a 25-year plan.
25-year plan. It's a long plan.
Just throwing a number out there.
25 years. So you will be.
Well,
50
I'm working
years
at
old.
it half time, not full time, chipping away
You
at
could win the
it.
lottery. Who knows?
If I win the
Imagine.
lottery, you know what I'm doing.
Going to Dominican Republic, alongside a beach,
Sure.
doing some suspect
Sure.
things maybe.
Yeah. Many suspects.
Try
to
some
do.
powders, you know.
Dominican Republic.
Some
Anything
coconuts.
goes. But anyway, all right, go read that. Go enjoy that new cover. Now, see, Eric, I don't want to drop the covers as soon as the arc happens because they contain spoilers.
Okay.
So you wait a little bit, then you drop the new cover. You know?
Are people upset about spoilers?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just a thing to keep in mind. Anyway, One Piece anime. Is it even happening this week? Today?
Yeah. Correct.
It's happening right now, right?
I don't know. Something's happening.
Something's happening.
We're at the stage where the Destroyers are running around.
Yeah. Are we up to numbers part yet?
I don't know.
No, we're not close to that. All the Straw Hats lined up. Hopefully we get some Sakuga there. Alright? You know what I'm saying? Sakuga.
Yeah.
We're searching for that Sakuga.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
That's
Anyway.
Sakuga.
Without further ado, first first chapter of Dragon Ball. You know, is Eric gonna sing the theme to the Dragon Ball opening?
If only we had it.
Go Dragon Ball.
You got some stats for me? What's going
No,
on?
I got no stats. You know who Toriyama is.
Toriyama, you know what's going on.
The band.
All-time classics, man, that started the era.
Started the 50s, right? Drawing shit.
Something like that.
And then, helping out here or there. Started.
I'm not sure about the 50s.
How old is this man?
I don't know.
Ancient.
70-something.
Ancient man.
At this point.
He basically started Shonen Jump. I'm gonna say that. He basically made Shonen Jump what
He started Modern Shonen.
With that Dragon Ball, there was no Shonen Jump.
There's no One Piece. There's no Naruto.
Just a success.
Maybe there's Bleach.
Maybe there's Bleach. I mean, Kubo can't be stopped there.
That's
Kubo's
right.
back.
Kubo is back.
Kubo can't be stopped. But
He's not my hero.
without the massive popularity and worldwide phenomenon that is
And the formula, really.
Dragon Ball, I don't think Shonen Jump would exist to this day. I mean, you got other shows like Fizzle and All Star, JoJo, sure, but nothing can compare to the monolith that is Dragon Ball.
Nothing.
One Piece has surpassed it in all-time sales. I don't know about Naruto, maybe, but
In terms of iconography, Goku.
can't be.
Most greatest icon coming out of Japan.
Maybe Mario.
Oh, you got Mario.
I think
You got
Mario is more
Pikachu.
recognizable.
Sure.
Yeah, but Goku.
Manga.
Everyone knows who Goku is.
Yes.
Everyone knows. Maybe they know who Dragon Ball Z Goku is. But you can make.
You can
Dragon Ball Z is definitely more
you
iconic.
you see Goku, you don't know who Kid Goku is. You go, oh, that's probably Kid Goku.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball Z is more iconic than Dragon Ball.
Sure.
No doubt.
In the West, perhaps.
I would say even in Japan, you don't really see ads with Kid Goku on it. It's always
When we were in Japan, 2016,
yeah.
something like that, 2014 perhaps. Dragon Ball shit everywhere. Billboards, merch.
Yeah.
It ended in 96.
It carries Japan's economy on its back. Alright? Goku is a monolith,
What do you think the numbers are on Dragon Ball merch and the economy of Japan? And One Piece, for that fact.
Well, not just Dragon Ball. Dragon Quest. How can we forget?
Oh, of course.
Toriyama massively involved in Dragon Quest. We can see his design talents go to video games. He is everywhere.
Chrono Trigger.
He's everywhere. No one's done it.
Square Enix.
Oda has done it.
No one's asked Oda to do it.
Toriyama has been in every industry. The man runs Japan
Yes.
for many decades. Alright?
Araki Sensei.
So you know who Toriyama is. Alright? Of course, we can't mention Dragon Ball without mentioning Astro Boy, which is inspired by.
Of course, everything is.
You can see the rounded style.
The history of Japan and manga comes from, of course, Disney. As seen in Astro Boy, very much a Disney-inspired character.
Sure.
Then,
And Astro Boy has an equal amount of sus shit as early Disney does.
sure, Japan in the post-World War II issues.
Wild West.
Yeah, some issues going on.
A lot of issues going on. But we don't need to talk about that. We're here to talk about Dragon Ball Chapter 1. Today we're talking about history, Eric. We're talking about
Legacy.
Right? Where it all started. Where Shonen began. This is where Shonen begins.
Yes.
People say people did it before it.
Fist of the
People
North
done it
Star,
better.
yeah.
People have done it differently, sure. But this is where the shonen formula begins. You can't really say Fist of the North Star JoJo is the shonen formula.
Because it isn't.
Because that's more like 80s action movie shit, where it's just like machismo, not really about the grand
Dragon Ball
adventure.
changed it all.
Yeah. Dragon Ball is what shonen is. Right? Fist of the North Star, it's just about a wandering guy. It's very much a samurai type thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could bring up Journey to the West, kind of influencing all of Asian culture, and you could definitely, obviously,
Toriyama brings it up, straight up
in the first chapter, he
Makes
brings
memes about it, memeing about it.
He makes a Monkey King. Well, he talks about
The
Monkey
chapter's
King.
called Monkey King.
Yeah, so everyone knows who he is.
We'll get into it.
Alright, first thing we see, Goku collecting some wood. Alright. Assumably for the fire.
Nice landscape shot, setting the scene.
Sure.
Forest.
Alright, we see Goku chopping some wood. He throws a giant log in the air and kicks it. We're sure, he's strong. He's a strong man. Strong kid.
Yes.
Sure. Alright. He goes to his new house and talks to his Dragon Ball, which he calls Grandpa. Now, I can't remember if this is revealed, but his grandpa dies and Goku thinks the Dragon Ball is his grandpa. Correct?
Something like that.
There's a flashback at some point about his grandpa.
But his grandpa was the
Grandpa Gohan.
It's more of a representation of his grandpa. He doesn't actually think it's his grandpa.
I'm pretty sure he literally thinks it's his grandpa.
Not really.
And the first chapter is debatable. Because,
Yeah, sure.
Bulma's like, I'm gonna take this ball. He's like, you're taking my grandpa.
Yeah.
And he talks to it. So I think Goku is that dumb that he thinks it's...
Child, dumb.
known for being stupid.
Mm.
Alright, Goku known for being stupid. So there you go. Alright. He tells his grandpa he's good, he's got to go get some food, and he walks out of the house. Then we see Bulma. Running around, searching for a Dragon Ball. She got the Dragon Radar.
Yes.
And everyone knows who this is. It's Bulma. Everyone knows who Bulma is. Alright, she knows what is close. And that's it. Goku strips down to nothing, and he uses his tail to fish. Okay,
I think about this panel.
he's a
with the
child of
waterfall
nature.
nutrition.
He's a child of nature.
Thoughts on the structure of this page? The waterfall. Long panel all the way down the page.
Sure.
Nicely set up, established.
It's good paneling.
The fish is... I imagine the fish has like a gangster Boston accent.
Sure. Like, every animal talks in this
Yes.
for some reason. Now, are they only talking to Goku? Can Goku only understand them? Questionable. Because later
I
on...
think Oolong talks to Bulma.
Yeah, but
Bulma
Oolong
is-
is like a humanoid animal.
He's a pig man.
Yeah, but there's humanoid furry creatures in Dragon Ball, and then there's animals.
Sure.
How could we forget the rabbit magician?
There's a lot of things that
How could we forget?
aren't really explain what's going on.
No, not really, but animals talk. It's all kinds of things.
Margin power, Christian.
There's magic, alright? Now, Majin Buu, a callback to Dragon Ball.
Yes.
People don't know that. But it is.
The margin power.
Alright? He catches the fish, kicks it, takes it home, and on his way home, Bulma runs him over with her car
And shoots him in the face.
and pulls out her fucking piece and just shoots him in the head.
Doesn't do anything to him though.
Bulma, insane.
Brutality.
Insane, Bulma, what are you doing? You just gonna shoot a kid?
Well, if you're attacked by some guy threw your car off the road, would you pull out your gun, start shooting? Well, surely Bulma threatened, life threatened.
she just pulls out that gun and shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Just bounces off him.
Yeah. Goku thinks the car is a monster. He attacks it. He's not sure what it is. He doesn't know what anything is, Eric. He doesn't even know what a female is. Alright? He's surprised to see a girl. Thinks girls don't have tails.
She said, "You look soft and bumpy."
Yeah. He doesn't know what the boober is. He's gonna find out what the boober is next chapter.
He doesn't actually care about it.
But he doesn't care, because he's Goku, right? Goku, pure of heart. Right? Live very Luffy like. Right? Of course, Bulma, upset at this. And then, they work it out. Goku's friendly in the end. Bulma thought he was a demon because he has a tail. All that kind of shit. And then Goku takes her to her house for some food, for some,
Fish.
lunch. Right. Then she notices the Dragon Ball. She's very interested in the Dragon Ball. She wants the Dragon Ball. She explains the Dragon Ball lore. Now, Eric, is this fake depth as you coined it?
No.
Why is this not fake depth?
Because we have 3 already.
Now it's
And we're establishing the journey.
Now is it 3 or is it 2?
Well, Bulma already has 2.
She already has 2. All
And
right.
there's
So
one
now we have
there.
3. All right. But Eric, we're promising lore about the Shenron.
Mm-hmm.
We're promising future events about collecting the other Dragon Balls. Is this not fake depth?
It's an interesting question.
Because you always call things out for fake depth.
Now, Christian, you struggle with the concept of fake depth.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does. You know what it is.
I know what it is, but even here, if I'm correct in my assumptions, this is fake depth.
It's not fake depth because
Why?
we have 3 already and they exist. It's not like fucking the Demon King is in a castle with, and then there's the ancient beast of knowledge.
But Eric, did Bulma not say the first person to use this was a king? Is that not fake depth, fake lore?
This is real depth and real lore. It's not my fault you don't understand.
You see, it's very confusing about what is and what isn't fake depth. Eric has
You gotta know what Christian
many
said.
contradictory ideas,
No.
but we'll just let it slide.
Not a contradiction.
Alright. Anyway, alright. Anyway, Heavy Hime coming in with $5.
Which is that?
Is this
More
amount better than last time? Money. Yeah,
Yes,
it's $5.
$5 is better than $2.50.
What is $2.50? $2.50 is not an amount of money
Get
anyone
a couple
wants.
of dim sims.
$5, alright? Mm-hmm. There you go. Thank you. We appreciate the donation, Heavy. Although that is my tax money, so it really is just coming back to me. But it's a different story.
Okay.
Alright?
Shout out
It's
Heavy.
a different story. Alright? I'm not gonna bring that up. Anyway. Fucking Bulma offers Goku a little sneak at that cooch. For that Dragon Ball.
What do you think about that sus face?
She's always offering the cooch.
High level comedy from Bulma.
Always offering it. We see later with Master Roshi.
What do you think about Toriyama's expressions, Christian?
Very good. Alright. Now, I'm not kidding. Toriyama does change this later on in the series. Goku's side face. What's going on there? the side profile shot. I don't. Not really working. He figures it out later.
Sure.
Alright.
When Goku gets a jaw.
Yeah. I mean, he figures it out later. It's very like
Well, you had a problem
Homer
with this at some point.
Simpson-esque. I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
Yeah, very soft face.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Bulma side eye. Being like, you want to sneak? Huh?
You want to sneak peek at
And
this?
Goku's like, I don't want to look at your dirty butt.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about your old dirty butt. Get out of here. This is my Dragon Ball, bitch. Alright? Bulma convinces Goku, why don't we just go on an adventure then and I'll borrow it. And Goku's like, alright, I'm doing nothing.
Sus face again.
Let's do it.
This stupid idiot.
Yeah. Bulma thinks Goku's stupid. He is stupid, but, go take advantage of Goku. Bulma then uses her capsules and pops out a bike. Now, let me take a break here and say this. There's a noticeable amount of effort in the vehicles compared to the characters and backgrounds. Toriyama is
What do you think about this mecha?
There is no one better.
Look at the designs.
There is no one better than Toriyama at vehicle design. No one better. No one does it better.
Look at it.
There's no one does it better.
Beautiful piece of machinery.
It looks It looks mechanical. It looks, it fits in the style of Dragon Ball. Sleek,
Clean.
crazy amount of detail in the tire treads. The way the body...
Not too much detail, though, in the body.
No, the way the body connects. Everything makes sense.
Vehicle design.
Toriyama,
Top-notch.
master of vehicle design. I will give Toriyama that.
Yes.
Noticeable quality change.
Mm-hmm.
When you see Bulma
Throughout this bike.
in this bike, you're like, Toriyama, maybe put a little more effort. I don't know what's going on with the hair. I think he changes the hair later. I don't know why it's super strandy.
Yeah. With Bulma.
Yeah, he cleans it up. But,
I think that's because of the watercolor in the first chapter.
yeah,
Because he didn't want to do Solid shape for the ponytail, maybe.
Yeah, it is a little weird, but he cleans it up. But Toriyama, master vehicle design. Master character design with creatures as well. This pterodactyl. This bear band in the second chapter.
Yeah.
This is why the man has his own gaming franchise.
Correct.
The man has a unique style.
Master designer.
Now we see a lot more mechs, a lot more machinery in Dragon Ball.
Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah,
etc.
you know, the tanks, the planes. Very, very good. Top of the class.
Yes.
No one does it better than Toriyama when it comes to vehicles.
We'll talk about his style at the end.
Yeah.
But we've got a couple more donos, Christian. If you want to...
Couple more donos here. For Eric. From Beezy Bird.
Yes.
People say Toriyama has... People say... Taco has surpassed Toriyama. What do you think about
Who's
this?
Tori Taco?
I think it's the super manga guy.
Next question.
People say it. I mean, we'll get into a topic of the show.
People say a lot of things.
We'll get into a topic of the show.
People say a lot of things.
But you scoffed at me for the topic of the show, Eric. But look at this question. Look at this question.
Next question. Next dono from Heavy.
Heavy 250. Yes, I love spending money you give me. Thank you, Chris 9. I don't know why there's a 9 in there.
How many hearts is that for?
3 hearts.
Okay.
I mean, you're spending the people's money, Heavy. All right. You know, you keep on going to school, so you get that paycheck. We all know what the scam is.
It's a high-level scam.
We all know what the scam is.
This country's just a big scam.
You go to uni, so the government pays you to go to uni, and then you just keep on going to uni, and then you're 30, you still don't have a job. We know how this works. We know the scam.
Of course.
Everyone knows the scam. But anyway, enough about Heavy, all right? Enough about her scam. But anyway, Goku and Bulma driving this bike. All right, they're driving along.
What do you think? How does he get speed into this question? Speed, pace.
He uses the ground and perspective. The bike going over the hump.
Yes.
The speed lines on the road.
Obviously, you know, all the clothing and hair and shit.
Flying back. But I think it really is the road. The road.
Do you think it's the design of the vehicle as well lends itself to speed?
Well, it's very bubbly and soft. I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's the way it's shot. The road is always moving. Mm-hmm. Which is what you notice while you're driving. If you're driving a car, you notice everything going past you.
Yes.
You don't notice the vehicle necessarily moving.
Okay.
Everything else in the shot is moving. Even in movies, right? The camera's focused on the vehicle and the background's moving.
Yes.
Right? Look at any competent action movie. Right, there's a vehicle in front of the car following the car and everything else is moving. The car, you don't draw the car moving, you draw everything else moving. You might add some warp and things for like a burst of speed, like flying off the panel or something. But if you want to show speed, I think everything else has to move.
And he changes direction.
Sure. Yeah.
Flows.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There you go. They go a little crazy, the bike, they're speeding everywhere. Now, Bulma smacks her pelvic region on the car, and then has to go take a piss. What's going on here? Is this related? What's happening?
Can't really say, Christian.
Because they slam the car.
It triggers her bladder.
I don't know I don't know what's going on there. I'm confused.
Goku's confused. Why don't you take a piss here?
Yeah, she goes off to take a piss.
That'll come into play later.
A talking right now comes into play, Eric. Not later.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl man. The talking pterodactyl picks up Bulma. Tricks Goku by just tying him to a tree.
Some sus shit going on here with this pterodactyl.
He just wants to eat Bulma.
Right.
I mean, that's what he says.
He ties up Goku with rope, which is interesting. Goku's like, what's going on?
Very Looney Tunes-esque, animation-esque, that kind of era. Just like random shit happening when you get the rope. Not really important when this man got the rope.
We don't need a four chapter flashback about rope.
about the sad backstory, how he got the rope.
Why he stole
it's his,
Bulma.
it's his father's rope.
Yeah.
His mother abused him, and now he's got a vendetta against women.
Sure.
It's very simple. Mm-hmm. The pterodactyl has a rope.
You could infer that if you like.
Sure. I mean, it's your narrative at that point.
Yeah.
But it's just a pterodactyl with a rope. Goku, after Bulma asks him, he goes and saves her. Uses the bike to launch himself, throws the power pole, smacks the pterodactyl, Bulma falls, and he throws the power pole to catch Bulma, and the chapter ends. And we're off on a grand adventure.
Yes.
Comments?
Start of an era, right here, Christian.
Sure.
What is it about the style that makes this so iconic?
I told you, it's the vehicles.
Do you think it's the simple... See, I think Toriyama is a master of less is more. He doesn't need complex designs.
Yeah. But the vehicles are so complex.
Clean.
You actually look at the vehicles, everything's there.
Everything is there, Christian. But
Panel work.
But somehow it's not.
It's clean.
It's clean.
It's extreme. Like, he's pulling out fucking curve rulers and all the kinds of shit to draw this shit. So this shit is in freehand.
High level.
The characters are freehand. Toriyama's pulling out
protractors,
fucking stencils, fucking get those clean lines.
Hyper clean.
Alright, man.
I think the cleanliness helps. It acts as a vehicle to help it flow, because you're not questioning what you're looking at. You understand what's going on very simply on each panel.
Well, that's what I was saying with the speed stuff, with the vehicles, right? Because the vehicles are so complicated. You start adding speed lines and crazy shit, you just lose it. You lose it in the mess. So Toriyama goes, let me do the mess on the background and show you the vehicle.
And I feel like he has clean plating on top of the vehicles, but underneath is all the mechanical things. So most of it is clean.
Yeah, much like real vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. But... but I think the first chapter art, the characters, the backgrounds are okay. They're not, like, as good as it gets later on.
Sure.
But the vehicles are top-notch. So, what do you think about this story, Eric? We've talked about the style, the paneling. It's great.
I mean, the master of the... If you want to know how to draw manga, specifically the dynamic of paneling...
Yeah.
And flow states and direction.
Sure.
Study Dragon Ball like your life depends on it. And if you want to know combat, you go to Dragon Ball Z. This man's doing like 4 motions in one panel cleanly.
It's
unprecedented, unmatched.
This is why Toriyama is impressive. It's the speed and motion in a clean way.
Yes.
He knows exactly what to blur. Or, smear with lines. Render. He knows exactly what to stay still. What exactly to move.
The correct
pose. The correct poses. The subtle movements.
The muscularity of the movements.
Sure. Toriyama knows what's going on.
He knows to capture the right moment in time.
Yes. He captures the right moment in time. Toriyama very great at this. But we're talking about the first chapter. The art's not as good as it gets, especially the backgrounds. They're really... Maybe it's the watercolor thing, I don't know. But, you gotta understand that, when you draw a series, you get more refined about how you draw things, more efficient about how you draw things. He's a veteran at this point as well. Sure, he's got Dr. Slump. This is his first rodeo.
Comedy's pretty good.
I'm not 10, so yeah. But let's just talk about story for a second. If you really break it down, like, there's no... Goku doesn't really have any motivations. Bulma's motivations are like she wants a boyfriend.
Or clothing.
I mean, she wants a super cute boyfriend, alright? Mm-hmm. That's her bit for most of Dragon Ball.
Sure.
She just wants a cute boyfriend.
And then she just throws Yamcha on the side for Vegeta.
Sure, and then she gets Yamcha. And then
she gets... a baseballer. How could we forget?
And then she gets Vegeta. The ultimate second fiddle.
Ultimate second.
Ultimate second fiddle. First it was Krillin, and then it was Vegeta. Alright? R.I.P. But there you go.
Remember when Krillin thought he was like top shit?
Yeah.
High level man. He was equal to Goku for a little bit until Goku actually started to train with the Roshi.
Yeah, started to actually what is it, like formally train?
Yeah.
Do the Roshi training. But anyway. I was gonna...
It's a simple setup. It's not complex. You do have the promise of a journey, an adventure.
Sure, promise of a journey and adventure, but there's no character motivations. There's no real setup.
What do you think about the dynamic between Bulma and Goku? Because this is a classic dynamic that we see repeated in a many adventure going forward in the future.
The smart girl versus the smart, cautious, kind of scared girl with the optimistic, dumb kid who's strong. Who we see with Nami and Luffy. Classic dynamic. Alright? Classic dynamic. But I mean, like... through the lens I'm looking at this... Like, later on, Bulma cares about Goku. But like in the first chapter, there's no real connection there. She's using him. Goku doesn't really know what's going on. He's kind of just doing it because he wants to. There's no, like, emotional hook. Sure, this is a sense of adventure. You get to know Goku a little bit, his life. Of course, they're setting up the normal. I could forget.
Establishing the normal.
You're
going to use terms, use them correctly.
Oh, wait, it's the same shit.
Okay.
Alright? You really gonna ding me?
We'll be talking about...
You're really gonna ding me?
Hey, man.
For setup versus established.
If you're going to be an elitist, you're going to be an elitist.
You're really gonna ding me for using a synonym.
I'm not using the words. You're the one.
See, this is what I have to deal with people.
Alright,
now,
Eric,
Eric,
if you're going to be a big brain player, you're going to be a big brain player.
Ratings, Eric.
8 out of 10.
Why?
It's a spectacle of design, of paneling, of structure. You haven't seen anything like this since.
You see, Eric,
how is this style still unique?
See, Eric, because it's Toriyama. You can't copy Toriyama.
That's right. I mean, the story's simple. It's not offensive. The story is not offensive. You can't ding it for being...
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a 5 out of 10.
The story.
The first chapter's 5 out of 10, Eric.
Why do you have to spit on Legacy for?
I love Dragon Ball, but this is the first chapter we're talking about. You gotta strip everything back.
This is a 10 out of 10. I'm bumping it up to 10 out of 10. I don't give a fuck.
You gotta strip this back. Strip it back. We're not talking about the Red Ribbon Army.
What else did we get fun of? What else did we get fun?
Hunter x Hunter.
It's better than Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter's dumb and poorly drawn.
It is poorly drawn.
So, how is...
But God has motivation.
No, he doesn't!
Yes, he does.
He does not have his dumb motivation. He's fucking aunties. What the fuck?
Yeah, you got Kai.
Shut the fuck up. It's better than Hunter x Hunter.
Fine, 6 out of 10.
There you go.
It's better than Hunter x Hunter. Eric's losing his mind over here.
This guy's trying to trigger me immediately.
But let's keep it real. We're not talking about the Red Ribbon Army. We're not talking about the first saga with Yamcha. We're talking about the first chapter, Eric.
Yeah.
Strip everything out of your mind. You see this...
What did we give Promise Nevermore? Was that a 10? Or was that
a 9?
8. 7. How about a 7? Is that a 7 acceptable?
It's your rating. You do what you want with it.
10.
Alright? You said 10 out of 10 for Dragon Ball Chapter 1. I'm saying 6. You know why?
It's the same as Hunter. Get the fuck out of here. What did we get Berserk?
I think we gave Berserk out of 6 or 7. But it's the first chapter's supposed to hook you. Alright? Now in 1952...
This wasn't written in 1952.
I'm just bad, but 1952. You know, you haven't seen
the
this
disrespect you show Toriyama because you don't like Super is out of control.
Well, you know this.
Now let's peel back.
We're not talking about Super. Because Super would be a 1 out of 10.
Now let's peel back the layers with Christian
Right.
and his disrespect.
Alright.
He's always hated Dragon Ball.
Not true.
He's always
Not true.
He's always been like, oh, I don't know, man, it's overrated. He's one of those manga hipsters
Not
that
true.
doesn't respect it.
Not true.
This has been going on for 20 years.
Deny. Alright?
Yeah.
Derek, I will remind you, a little show called Dragon Ball on TV. That's the only show we had. Dragon Ball Z. Alright?
Yes.
Will I not say the coolest character ever designed in the history of anything is Future Trunks?
Fact.
From Frieza Saga.
For literally like maybe 5.
For one chapter. It's one chapter.
He's got that joke on for a bit.
I'm talking about the sword, I'm talking about the whole thing.
Yeah, he's got this all for one chapter.
This was one chapter, but I'm saying.
It's cool.
I respect Toriyama. But we're talking about the first chapter.
Will you pull out the half jean jacket at any point?
You have to be a very confident man. You have to be in 1980.
I'm talking about Shadow Soul. I'm not talking about...
Oh, gee, I've done
real
it.
life.
I've done it all the time, but that's for women's fashion.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you got to pull out the purple jean jacket.
It's not purple. It's blue, but
Whatever.
it's blue
Depends what
purple
you're looking
sometimes. Whatever color it is. It's cool, alright? Trunks is cool. I'm not gonna do a Furia Saga one of the great sagas of all time. Alright?
for. Trunks is in the Cell Saga.
Yeah, I know, but it's at the end of the Frieza. I'm kind of the Frieza Saga.
Okay.
Because it's right at the end. And that's what I'm gonna do. Alright? Because the Cell Saga kind of falls apart at the end. And, well, you know that. And everyone denies it. He knows it. Stop acting like you don't know it. It falls apart at the end.
Listen,
Alright, you know it does.
we all know there's problems with Super, right?
I'm saying Dragon Ball Z.
Just read the donation.
Donation, you're a master when Araki gives you props. I acknowledge.
Yeah, and Christian loves Araki.
I'm not saying Toriyama's trash. I'm giving Toriyama his props.
Where is Toriyama in your mind in the Pantheon?
He's on the Mount Rushmore. He's on the monument.
The only acceptable answer
What?
is Odin king. Is Zeus king of Olympus. That's the only answer.
I know where this metaphor's going, but
I said Pantheon of Olympus, so we'll go with Zeus because he's the king of Olympus, Christian. Of the Pantheon, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, who's the villain? Who's the Hades? Is it Tate Kubo?
who's the Hades?
Yeah. If we're going with the Pantheon,
I'm
Whatever.
not indulging this decadent metaphor for you to talk about Toriyama. Alright? Now, strip all that back. I told you to strip all that back.
Okay.
This is the first chapter. Nothing happens, Eric. Nothing happens.
I said 10 out of 10 already.
There's a random pterodactyl that comes out of nowhere for no reason.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is...
We could have stopped the chapter when they left the house.
Listen.
And nothing would have been different.
Listen.
We could have stopped the chapter.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The pterodactyl was there for no reason.
Christian gives it a 5, with not even thinking about comparing it to Hunter x Hunter, and then he says it's the same. When Hunter x Hunter isn't even drawn well, and the story's poor.
The story's fine. I don't know why it's poor. Maybe Eric's got some other agendas going on.
Whatever.
But all I'm saying is, we're looking at the first chapter. The pterodactyl pit doesn't even need to
What's the
happen.
chat saying?
Goku versus Piccolo is better than Goku versus Vegeta. The Dragon Ball.
Which Piccolo?
The Demon King Piccolo, the last arc of Dragon Ball, Eric.
What about...
If you're a Dragon Ball fan, maybe you'll remember
He's
that.
fought Piccolo like 4 times.
The last one, when he's a teenager.
That's not damn being Piccolo. That's
What is
Piccolo.
that? Piccolo.
So you don't even know what you're talking about. That's crazy.
Dragon Ball is great. Dragon Ball Z is great. Dragon Ball Super is garbage. We all know this.
No, I'm not going to disagree.
We all know this. But we're talking about the first chapter, Eric, and it's a 6 out of 10.
Fine. 10 out of 10.
The pterodactyl doesn't need to be there.
10 out of 10.
Will you acknowledge your pterodactyl? What is the point of this pterodactyl?
We're having a good time. We're having fun. Well, Goku's going to do his cool move.
It's not even that cool.
He's flying on a speed bike, jumps out of it.
We already did that. When he kicked the log and then he kicked the fish. We already established this.
We got a couple of donations, Christian. Let's go.
Couple more donations. From Danto69. If the... What is it? Grouped Zoans, Paramecia, and Logia, who wins? If we grouped all of them together.
Paramacia.
Why? Because Monkey D's in it?
Just on X Factor alone.
Yeah, they got a retarded amount of X Factor devil fruits. You got Lost Fruit, you got the Hobby Fruit. Yeah.
Anyway,
No, we're talking about it.
Christian gives it a 6. I'm gonna give it an 11.
Right. 11 out of 10. The first 11 out of 10.
There you go.
Now, of course, that rounds down to about an 8.
Goated.
I think Eric has some strong agendas. I'm not saying it influences his opinion, but there it is. Anyway, time for our stronger shanks, Eric.
If you can click the button. Dude, this man.
See, I'm clicking the button.
Where was the transition? Did
I don't know. Some shit happened. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
There we are.
Alright. We're here in our stronger shanks. Eric. And now, I think your faith needs to be tested, Eric. Who's better?
How dare you?
Who's better? Shanks or Goku?
Shanks.
That's right. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about, Eric?
Talk about a deity, Christian.
Exactly. Alright? How strong is Shanks, Eric? I want you to say it.
Just fucking do the bit.
I want you to say it. How strong is Shanks, Eric?
It's meant to be a dumb bit.
How strong is Shanks?
Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is a good kid.
That's right. And you better believe it. So here's some nonsense about fucking Dragon Ball. Alright? This isn't a fucking Dragon Ball show.
How
This is
dare
a One Piece
how
show.
dare you question my faith?
I'm just saying, you give a Dragon Ball 11 out of 10.
That's right.
Faith has to be acknowledged. Faith has to be tested.
We talk about Shanks all the time, being the goat.
So you just always Shanks the God King, Eric. But there are people out there, right? I think Kaido's the strongest. There are people out there, I think Dragon's the strongest. The people out there that think Sweaty's better than Planet Arcade is the strongest.
Sweaty.
There are even people out there who think world's strongest swordsman. Mihoku.
We call those people the smooth brains.
Very smooth. Alright. Those people think Mihoku's strongest. There are people out there that think Armor is the strongest. Worst of all, Eric. The Armor supporters.
Fraudulent.
I got. But Shanks is the Goku, Eric. And Shanks is so strong that every week we bring 100% factual information to the table. This week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that he is actually the person who appears out of the Dragon Balls, Eric. He is Shenron.
Not Omega Shenron, of course.
He's all the Shenrons.
Namek and God.
All Shenrons.
Is he the God Shenron in Super?
Maybe not Super because Super's trash and Shanks wouldn't appear in such
Filth.
literature.
Is his haki so strong he grants wishes? Is that what we're talking about?
We're talking Shanks is the god of every verse. And we all know Goku cannot beat Shenron in a fight. And that's all I'm saying. Goku's not the strongest person in his own verse.
Sure.
He's on multiverse, apparently. Can't beat the Shenron. You can't punch the Shenron.
Can't even surpass Wish.
No. Shanks is the God King. Now, topic of the show. I knew this would be relevant because Eric's already talking about it. We're talking about legacy. Alright? Now, Eric's gonna meme the topic of the show. Gonna meme name.
Now are we talking about this in literary terms? Or are we talking about this literally in real life? What are we talking about?
Well, it comes from the Bible, but we're not gonna bring up the Bible because why would we? But why are people
we only have one holy text here, Christian.
Of course. Why are people so obsessed about killing the father, Eric? Killing the people that came before them, saying old things are trash, they're worthless, they're not relevant. Why are people so obsessed?
Some would say it's only the natural course of human history, Christian.
To innovate. Sure. But how can we deny the greatness that is Toriyama?
I think youth basically is saying fuck you to the old. Because if we just solely unquestion the old, Christian,
Sure.
the human race will never move forward.
Sure, I acknowledge
But
that.
you gotta respect the goats, Christian. To build upon the knowledge of the past, you can't just throw it away.
Yeah.
Why do people disrespect Toriyama?
Why do people disrespect the people who came before them?
Because, as we said, the pterodactyl doesn't have a sad flashback about why he abuses women and where he got the word from.
Of course.
So, therefore, Toriyama has no depth.
Now, human beings have been telling stories for literally millions of years.
Sure.
I think it's arrogant to say stories from 50 years ago. If you look at the scale of time, that's nothing. Not relevant. Still relevant.
Outdated.
Ridiculous.
The Bible is still relevant in some ways, Christian.
Relevant to a lot of people. A lot of people.
Many holy books that
sure.
are ancient. That's still relevant.
Relevant to a lot of people. But you're supposed to learn from what's come before. If all you're trying to do is to destroy from what comes before, then you've got nothing.
You pay respects to the people above you. You learn from them. You take their knowledge.
And you try
then
to
you
work it, try to innovate.
surpass.
Yeah. If all you're trying to do is to try to destroy the past, then there's no foundation. There's no... We're going backwards. We're going backwards in time. You're supposed to take, you're supposed to evolve, you're supposed to learn.
What worked, what didn't work.
Sure. I get the manga community is what it is. There's always a new hot take. There's always the new show.
Sure.
There's always the hot month.
People want to take down Oda.
Sure.
For similar reasons.
Sure.
Not necessary.
Yeah.
Respect the man.
Learn from their mistakes. Grow from their mistakes.
It's pure arrogance is what it is.
Yeah, it's arrogance. Right? And arrogance doesn't really get you much.
Now when you're 18, 19,
Sure.
17, you're cocky, you're strutting around,
Yeah.
you got all the answers.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you
true.
realise you don't have all the answers, Christian. You gotta
No.
search, you gotta go on a journey. Build skills, knowledge, power.
Speedo.
Speedo indeed.
So, I just, we could bring up some tweets that happened during the week.
Do you think the journey from 20 to 30 is real? Is getting humbled by life,
It just
and the youth is basically just being
beat out here.
the youth is being beat out of you? Is that what's going on?
See, from fucking 0 to 10 is just
Fucking around.
fucking around. From 10 to 20 is more fucking around. You're not doing shit.
You're cocky.
It's not getting cocky. From 20 to 30 is where the real growth happens. The maturing.
Yes.
The aging. The understanding, Eric. And, the only real way to learn a skill is from someone who's done it. And you can't just throw away what they've learned, what they've
You
great.
gotta be humble enough to accept that you need to learn from others.
Yeah.
Some people don't do that.
Yeah.
Unless they're with her.
There you go. This is a little topic of the show. Eric.
There you go.
There's a little discussion about maybe learn from the past instead of just trying to burn it down.
Just like in every story, Christian.
Sure.
Once the father is surpassed, he dies.
And Shanks will never be surpassed.
Correct.
Alright. Moving on to the Thunderdome. Real spicy Thunderdome, Eric. Coming in from Dart.
Here we got
Jinbei versus Marco the Phoenix. Now, hot topic, hot debate. Jinbei has more impressive feats than Marco. I'll say it. What did Marco do with the Marine Fort?
blocked Arcana. Kicked
Blocked
Kizaru.
Kizaru, laser, and kicked him.
Blocked the Hellhound. It's not the Hellhound. What is it? Whatever. Magma Blast.
The Magma Blast. Regenerative abilities. Jinbei a Haki Master.
Now it's revealed that Marco has some kind of weird spellcasting feather flame jutsu.
don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Apparently his fire is not hot, but it does have concussive abilities.
Sure, it's like a punch to the face. Yeah. So...
And he's got that flying knee, don't forget about that.
The very impressive knee. Now, what do you want to say about this match, Brady?
It's interesting. Does it come down to a stamina match?
We do say Jinbei is more impressive than Zoro Saji right now.
Does it come down to... Because Jinbei's got they both got the power.
Sure.
Jinbei's shown speed and who's who.
And it's racist to say Jinbei isn't fast.
Correct. So are you a racist?
Are you a racist? Jinbei Haki Master.
There is water in the Thunderdome. How could we not forget?
There is a river.
There is a river. Yeah. So the Thunder water. What is it? Water throws.
Work.
Beams.
Sure.
Marco. That's a problem.
Look at the Logia. You know.
Seawater. Is it not?
Pre-break.
Pre-break.
Why not?
If he gets wet.
Marco is kind of a Logia. People are gonna bring up he's a Logia. He's a Logia.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, he's a Logia.
What's your... This would come down to a stamina fight. To me.
We know Jinbei, Stamina King.
5 days with Ace. That's how many years ago now, Christian? 4 or 5 years ago?
6 years ago or some shit.
Sure.
Long time ago. What is it? The fucking...
Vagabond Drill.
Vagabond Drill.
Roundhouse Kick.
Roundhouse Kick.
Gargoyle Brick Punch.
Sure.
Suplexes.
Shark Skin.
Shoulder throws. Counter attacks.
Jinbei, we all know.
Now, will Marco charge Jinbei and Jinbei do some kind of jutsu to throw him over into the ground?
Sure. But we can't ignore the regenerative effects of Marco. Right?
Sure.
Surely Marco has more stamina. Just based off his healing ability.
But he's getting sweaty against King and Queen.
Right. He's getting sweaty.
We don't know how much stamina this healing costs.
No. Jinbei did destroy Who's Who, but that's not, we assumed that.
Now, people are going to bring up Ace second commander, Marco first, Jinbei draw. Natural progression of things means Marco is a little bit stronger than Ace, therefore he beats Jinbei. Does that math hold up, or was that too long ago to hold up?
I mean, it's kind of like water versus fire as well.
Yeah.
The Ace shit.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you go Marco, just because of the stamina issue. Or the stamina, he's got more
I
stamina.
thought you were going to say status.
Also status. Jinbei very impressive, very strong. Right? We saw what he did to Big Mom, we saw what he did to LK,
It's basically a neutral state as well, because they don't really counter each other. So it's kind of like a fair matchup in that way.
Yeah.
They're both really, close range fighters.
Yeah.
So it's not like Marco can... if Marco threw fireballs, Jinbei would just... Fisherman Karate blast him out of it.
Yeah.
Well, Jinbei's got the water sharks, though, doesn't he? The water bullets?
Yeah.
That might hurt Marco. At range.
Maybe, but, again.
But Marco usually wants to get in close.
Sure. I mean, the Kizaru lasers aren't hurting him,
Sure, but, seawater...
Maybe, it's from his body,
about
but,
that?
whatever. But... You gotta go Marco.
I want to go Marco, but Jinbei's got a good case.
Jinbei does have a good case.
We're not throwing Jinbei out easily.
Jinbei's probably one of the strongest
characters. It's going to come down to the wire, probably. It's going to be a long fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a long fight. Going to be a knockdown, drag down fight. Yeah. You got to go on the Marco side, though. Anyway. Moving on to questions. We've got a few questions from the audience, Eric. Some might trigger you. I will see. From Michael J.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that with the way the anime is going, it's going to make power scaling discussions worse? Absolutely.
Well, you got delinquents out there, degenerates saying that anime is 200% canon.
Kill Lightning.
Which is difficult to talk about. And then Batman gets thrown up, he's got nothing to say.
When
Batman gets thrown up and he's got nothing to say.
When Zoro's demon, what was it, ball attack against Killer?
Yeah.
Blows up the planet. What the fuck is Enma gonna do?
Well, what the fuck is Red Roku gonna do?
That's what I mean. They're going too hard. They're not keeping it grounded. keeping it what it is.
Fast and loose.
They're going fast and loose.
And Oda makes it grand when he wants to make it grand. You know, zoom into the Skull Dome.
Sure.
When things are big, they're big.
Keep to the script.
What are they going to do when Big Mom and Kaido do that attack together? How are they going to make that impressive?
Space zoom out.
But it's going to have to be. Luffy and Shanks will do a similar thing.
Sure.
The Blackbeard's head. And it'll explode.
But...
They both, like, kick with their sandals. Holy sandals. Dual attack.
Yeah, they like... Do, like, a cross attack on his face with the sandals to kick his head off. I mean, you know.
But then Zolo blocks it.
Don't bring that up. But anyway. Yeah, it's going to be an issue. Yeah. From Black Ball's captain. Namek Saga did the adventure and search for the Dragon Balls concept way better than anything in OG Dragon Ball. Do you agree? Yes, because the Frieza Saga is the best saga.
It kind of steers away from searching for the Dragon Balls. You know, we're going to resurrect Krillin and shit.
Yeah, but like the dragon's the whole thing.
Yeah.
The dragon's the whole thing in the Cell Saga, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And there's probably about like 4 Search for the Dragon Ball arcs.
Yeah, and there's sneaky shit going on.
Yeah.
Stealing them, taking them, hiding around, Bulma.
Yeah. So you kind of have to agree with that.
Doing it behind Frozer's back while he's distracted, shit like that. So yeah.
And then he goes to say Dragon Ball Z over the OG Dragon Ball, and ain't even close.
Debatable.
People debate this all the time.
You'd have to really do a deep dive into both, and it's been a while.
There's a lot of great arguments. Like people just don't have the nostalgia or recognition of the great Dragon Ball arcs. There are there. Mm-hmm. Fucking Red Ribbon Army Adventure, taking out the global empire. You got the peel off and his bullshit. It's a great adventure, great time.
His dick robot.
Yeah, he's got a lot. All right. There's a lot of great arcs in Dragon Ball, especially towards the end. Demon King Piccolo, Resurrection of Piccolo.
You really start to see Goku's growth.
Yeah.
There's Master Roshi. The Roshi training is not the best training arc.
The Roshi training arc. What does it end with? Is it end with a tournament?
Yeah, they like go to the Ox King Mountain. Roshi does the Kamehameha. Then it ends in a Jackie Chan fight.
Yeah. Also known as Roshi, but yes. Yeah. So yeah. It's great. There's a lot of great arcs in Dragon Ball. I don't think people haven't read it or people don't appreciate it, but yeah. From Hippo. Can you list all the reasons why Master Roshi is the best character? List them, Eric. Is he the best character in Dragon Ball?
Well, he's basically the archetype moving forward for every master character.
Look at Jiraiya. It's basically carbon copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Strong, mysterious, perverted, funny.
Yeah.
Gets out class pretty early though. Oh, it lasts a while.
When did they beat?
They started kind of outclassing him at the end of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, did they actually beat Jackie Chan in a fucking tournament?
I think Jackie Chan fights Piccolo, doesn't he? Tries to seal him up. I don't remember. I think he gets beaten by someone else. I don't think they actually fight him. Does Goku fights Jackie Chan, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he loses because he can't win a tournament. Yeah, but like
Goku's won a few times.
Yeah, but like Roshi outsmarts him. He like fucking fucks him around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't actually like physically beat him.
He does the mirrors. What is it? Instant transmission to instant transmission.
No, fucking.
What the fuck is it called? Mirrors?
After Effects?
After Image.
Yeah. Classic
technique in shonen history.
A lot of classic techniques, Eric.
Yeah.
How can we forget? But anyway. Next question.
Remember when Tien literally clones himself?
Yeah.
With techniques? And there's like 4 of them?
Yeah, I do. Strange.
And they have like the multiple arms as well. That never comes back.
Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Right. From Breezy Bird. Why does Toritano get slack from the Dragon Ball community? Because Dragon Ball Super's bad.
It's a hard gig, you know. You got so much legacy to fulfill.
Yeah, you
And Dragon Ball is literally the raw instinct of Toriyama. He's not planning out anything. He's going by the seat of his pants.
Yeah.
You can't match that energy.
You can't. For better and for worse, alright? But, you know. For Red Robin Podcast. Question for next chapter. Bella Betty was confirmed in the Vivid card to have arm and haki. Do you think she has her staff skills on point?
Her flag banner.
Someone's gonna do them.
She's got those titty skills on point, though.
Sure. Someone's gonna do them. And it's gonna be Nami, alright?
Alright.
Are you gonna see it?
World's greatest staffman.
You gonna indulge it? Gonna drink that shit up?
Is she the world's greatest staffman already?
I mean, who knows what Dragon has?
Well, he's got a pipe just like Zabo.
Who knows?
Alright.
Maybe he's a pipe master.
Is Zabo a staffman or a pipeman?
I mean, the pipe's as long as the staff, so we'll give Zabo the staff skills.
Okay. So maybe Zabo's the world's strongest pipeman.
Maybe. Alright.
There you go.
From House and Berry. What series has the ugliest art style, and why is it Baki? Yeah, Baki. It's going hard on that muscularity.
Is Hunter x Hunter ugly or just bad?
Like, Fiji's gonna lie you up.
You a fuck.
Fiji.
Fiji doesn't watch his show.
Well, that's a given. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Baki. It's unique.
It's a unique art style.
It's like ugly
on purpose.
on purpose for the muscularity gross.
The facial muscles.
Just like crazy. She's like ultimate power. It's so much that it almost takes away.
They don't have skin.
Yeah.
They're basically not wearing skin.
Sure, you don't want that.
It's disturbing.
Mm-hmm. I'll go with this man. I'll say
Sure.
that.
But it's kind of on purpose, so I don't really see it as a detraction. Yeah. From Bindle, are you guys going to view Dragon Ball Super? For years, people keep saying Toriyama. Torotaro. There's so many O's and Y's. Alright. Is
You said it
improving.
right the first time, and you just keep on stumbling over it.
Yeah. You know how it is. Is improving as an artist, even though he has the same experience drawing manga as Oda. Need you guys to roast him. I've heard some complaints about his art style and it not being.
I don't know. It's
on
just
point
like
enough.
modern Dragon Ball in general is just shitty. Like it's not what it was.
It just doesn't get it.
It doesn't.
Where's
have
the
that...
muscularity? Goku's not a fucking twig.
It's also like plastic, in a way.
Yeah. There's too much detail in the face.
Cut it, sharpen it up, clean it up, simplify.
Yeah. Also, this is weird shit in Dragon Ball Super, alright?
Yeah. I mean, you try to follow a master. It's difficult.
And then people like finding images on the internet and like putting him over the panels. Lol, he copied this image. Yeah, it's a reference. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, people try to roast this man. This man's in a
He's
terrible
trying to follow the footsteps of the goat. You do it.
Yeah, this man's probably got one of the hardest jobs on the planet. Just to live up to Toriyama. You know,
Hard.
How the fuck are you gonna do that? Yeah. From Dart, why was OG Dragon Ball the peak of the series, and yet so little people know about it in comparison to Z, Super, and even GT?
Well, it comes down to Tonami.
It barely aired. Like, Dragon Ball Z was the real...
Yeah, the heavy metal shit, that fucking teenage shit going on.
Sure.
I can remember the sound. The Western soundtrack's far superior to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
They're like 80s, fucking 90s synth edge shit.
Yeah. But people were introduced to it
From Z, so.
from Z. And it's what everyone grew up with.
You know, you're in the backyard screaming Kamehameha,
Yeah.
trying to use intertransmission, it's not working. You're in the shower, you throw the water like a Kamehameha, you know what's going on.
Interesting. There you go. That's why. From Jordan Lee. He goes Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, then Dragon Ball.
Nick, get out of here.
Here's the explanation, Eric. As a separate series, Dragon Ball is better than Super. But what is this? What is his rationale? He admits it's better.
Is this close to getting thrown out of court?
But it's because Super is later in the series, so there's more lore and slice of life moments.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
The lore is
what
bad.
do you mean slice of life moments? That's all Dragon Ball is!
The lore is bad in Super.
There's more of it, sure.
There's more of it. It's bad.
Get this man out of here with his
Jordan Lee,
trash.
you've upset him. Alright. This last question for us. What is your favourite scene from Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super? Well, there's none in Super, because fuck Super. Fucking bullshit.
What about when he goes Ultra Instinct and then the Toriko soundtrack starts?
You know, that's the anime.
Is that the best moment?
The Toriko soundtrack. Yeah. Alright. From Dragon Ball, you gotta go... Maybe the first time the monkey, the moon... What's it called?
How can you forget Goku not figuring out that Bulma doesn't have any balls though?
Yeah, but that's funny. Right? Is it...
You got the tournaments, which are iconic as well.
Sure, the iconic fights. Yeah, but I think you're gonna go fucking like a great moment that like expands the lore, because like the first time the monkey thing is revealed,
Sure,
it like people are like, what the fuck is Goku?
Goku's a problem. He's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I think you're gonna go that moment in Pilaf's mansion. Or Pilaf's castle, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, I think you're gonna go that. Dragon Ball Z? Few trunks, baby. Turn it up. Be cool.
We talk about Super Saiyan for the first time. Talk about Super Saiyan 3. Still hype.
Majin Vegeta.
Why not eyebrows?
Majin Vegeta.
Majin Vegeta versus Goku. Goku didn't pull out everything he got.
Goku
And Vegeta knows that, and at that moment he realizes he's a bitch, and then accepts it.
Accepts that he's the eternal second fiddle.
Yeah,
eternal.
At least he accepts it.
That's true. That's character development.
Is
that not character development?
Sure, he kind of accepts it with Frieza when he asks Goku to be Frieza for him, and he's crying, and he's like, I'm a piece of shit. But then he gets all, he's like, no, if I had more power, it'd be...
Yeah.
I think the Majin Vegeta thing was kind of forced, because that was resolved already.
See, Eric, again, you bring it up bad
But
things
again-
about the Boo Saga, and that's very interesting to me.
But it was a high fight, though.
It was hype as fuck. I'm not gonna deny that.
It's one of the most iconic fights there is, Christian.
Sure, hype as fuck. Right.
And it leads to another Vegeta realizing he's a piece of shit, bitch. So that's always fun.
I mean, you gotta question, is that the margin going through his head that he wants to fight Goku?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Alright, and then
But he also accepts it. He's willingly accepts the margin.
Yeah, but he like denies the margin at the end when he fights Margin Boo. Like he shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, but he only accepts it for power.
Yeah, but like the mind control aspect.
Yeah, he's not really mind control. He just wants it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the margin is like adding to his arrogance and his pride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
But he also has that arrogance and pride to take it in the first place.
Of course, if you have a margin symbol, if you have a margin symbol tattooed somewhere on your body,
Stop.
You're an edge man, edge master. Because your body.
Surely there's someone out there with the margin
Sure.
tattooed on their forehead.
Forehead. That's aggressive.
That is aggressive. But I'm sure there's someone out there.
Sure.
People got full on, like, clown masks on their face.
People do crazy shit. But yeah, there you go. There is.
What is it? Cocaine's a hell of a drug?
Sure.
Little Chappelle show there for you.
Sure. There you go, people. There's Dragon Ball in the back. Eric went a little crazy. Alright.
We have a chapter next week!
Are we back to the fucking schedule?
God damn, this is brutality.
It's been brutality. Alright? But there you go, there it is. There's the show.
Shanks is from Shanks. Go Gingrich.
Good night.
Subscribe to the channel.
We already said that.
Do it,
And if you do it though.
Like the stream. Good night.
Good night.